Hi, my name is Alicia Woolsey. My student ID number is 123100458, and this is my views on leadership. The first thing you asked is for favorable and unfavorable leaders in my experience. I'm going to start with my unfavorable. My unfavorable is Lonnie. He was a manager at a previous job that I held. It was in the service industry, and he had a lot of qualities that would make a good leader. He was very charismatic. He really was invested in building you. He believed he was the leader that we all needed, and he wanted to be the guy we all came to and everything else. What he lacked, however, was the knowledge, and he lacked the humility to seek the knowledge. So in one particular circumstance, I didn't know how to bring in a specific drink. It's a child's drink, but it couldn't be made where I needed to be. Because he wasn't humble enough to go back and look for the correct answer, he ended up bringing it up in such a way that vodka was served to small children. I believe that an important aspect of being a leader is that when you don't know how to get the information or where to get the information or what the information is, that you utilize resources and that you're able to say, look, I don't know at this moment, but let me get back to you and figure it out. Positive leaders in my experience have been Justin and Derek. Now, they were in two different fields. One was in medical, one was in service industry. But I think the reason they both resonate with me is that I was at the bottom of the field in both instances, and neither one of them ever thought there was a question that I wasn't at a pay grade to ask. They allowed me to get to know every aspect of both fields and everything that I was interested in, and encouraged me, and by the end of it, I genuinely felt I could succeed in both industries. Myself as a leader now is, honestly, I possess a lot of the knowledge and the compassion and the willingness to train and all of that. I think my weakness really is not having a clear and defined goal as to where I want to be, and I don't communicate to my team what it is what we're driving for and what we're specifically trying to earn or produce, or what our numbers or what our metrics need to be, or anything to that effect. I'm not giving them goals, and I'm certainly not getting excited about it. I think they would describe me very similar. I know that there have been many instances where I've shown a lot of really good leadership qualities, and I have a very loyal team. We have not been affected by the hiring situation, so to me that indicates that as a leader and as somebody to work with, I am somebody that inspires a loyalty and inspires people to want to be there. However, I do believe they would consider me kind of absent, and that goes back to not having the clear drive, because I don't really have a particular goal. I don't sit around and make sure that we're getting to the next step, because I really haven't defined what a next step is. What my ideal leader is, honestly, there's a specific person. Her name is Jordan Page. I don't know if she's a social media influencer or what she would be considered, but I don't work because I want to or because I have a passion for it. I work because I'm a single mom and I have to. So for me, the work-life balance is a priority for me, and I kind of feel guilty about it when I go to work, because I know that there's a real part of me that wants to cater to the fact that I'd rather be at home. I think what makes her ideal to me is that as she's doing it, she does cater it to everybody's walk of life. Like, you don't have to be in this particular position to get the information and use the information that she has for you. And that she does make it a focus to balance her work and her life. And that is a very important thing to me. She's also one of those people who says, okay, well, I've tried this for a little while and it really didn't work for me, so this is what I'm going to go ahead and try to do. She can admit failures and admit corrections and when things need to be changed, and offer suggestions. Nothing has to be perfect. Your version of it didn't have to be perfect. Her version of it doesn't have to be perfect. I think that's a big part of what a leader is to me, because for me, perfection isn't really reasonable. The steps that mostly I need to take to become an ideal leader is to balance my expectation of what I can give to my job and what I can give to my family. It's that I need to be able to sit down and say, like, these are the times that I am 100% invested in my family, and this is what I've got for them. And these are the times that I'm 100% invested in my business, and this is what I have for them. I believe I have to offer a lot in both areas of my life, but I also have a lot of other spinning plates, and I tend to kind of be the person who puts out fires rather than goes in and makes a plan and is prepared for when eventualities and issues come up. So I think if I sit down and I really commit and focus to, this is the part of my life that I'm working on at during these hours, and this is the part I'm like working on during these hours, I think that I would be able to give a lot more. And I do think that I have a lot of the fundamental qualities of being a leader in both positions. So I think it would really up the game and up what everybody in my life and all of the followers in my life are getting out of me. Thank you for listening.